Hey guys, it's me, Felicia. Sunday morning. So I think for a lot of us, Sunday mornings can be kind of rough if you're a partier and you like to go out on Saturdays. A long time ago, gosh, I'd say about 8 years ago now, I was quite the partier. I definitely went out every Saturday, and Sundays were dreadful. Nowadays, not so much, thank goodness. However, I do like to sleep in on Sundays, if not Mondays. I'm off on Mondays too, so one of those days I like to sleep in, get my extra rest. Last night, my husband and I did have a lot of fun, kind of hanging out late, eating lots of snacks, watching movies. So, how am I going to tie that back to weight loss? Um, okay, I've been working in workshops for a long time for Weight Watchers, and in those workshops, we talk about everything. And one thing we talk about is nights that we party and maybe we overdo it and eat a little too much. And that was definitely me and my husband last night. I felt like I was eating way too many snacks, but at the same time, like, I didn't care. So I try to remember the next day that even if my weight is up, which it is today, that I was having a good time, that I wanted to snack, and that I wasn't worried about it at the time. Now, that only makes it somewhat easier, right? The emotions, the feelings, the annoyance is still there that, ugh, I should have stopped in the moment. But I didn't. And the moment's gone. There's nothing I could do. I was talking to my best friend yesterday, and she was telling me about living in the present. And I was saying, I really have been trying to also embrace the now and live in the now. But it's really hard not to look back at your past. And usually when we look at our past, we tend to pick on it. So I'm trying to, if I do look back, look at whatever I did as an opportunity to change or grow or learn. And, the opportunity is for us to go ahead and get rid of all the snack foods in our house. It's very hard for John and I to resist the snacks once we've started. So just not having them is probably going to be the best approach for us for now. We also kind of just said no to house chores and everything last night. I'm going to show you my studio looks like. This is my favorite room. So I'm going to take you over here. There's art supplies there that I was working on. I got a package, unpacked it, left it. That's my pile of clean clothes I need to put away. Over here is socks, underwear, hats, and things I need to go through. And clearly the guest bed has not been made. I think there's a dog in there. Charlie! Where you at, Charlie? Charlito! I know it will get him, but I don't want to be mean. You want to go outside? There he is. See, so we're even losing dogs and things. My makeup's on the floor. Now, why do I mention this? Well, first of all, we had a Saturday night. So we were partying. We were having a good time. We were taking things out. We were showing things off to each other. I was showing him some clothes I got. We were playing around. I had my yoga stuff out for a little while. Um, and you know what? Like in the moment, I didn't want to stop us and help and have us clean up. With my OCD tendencies, I do a lot of times kind of get distracted in the middle of a good time and I want to clean up and it ruins it for everybody. So nowadays I'm just like thinking forward a little bit and how I know I can take care of it another day. I know I can do it calmly. And if I can't, I can put it off to the next day because having obsessive compulsive disorder can also cause anxiety. They kind of work together. And so if I'm feeling anxious, then I'm just not going to do it. Because if I do, then my OCD is going to kind of build up. And usually those things really cause me to eat a lot. And I really want to stop eating so much because I could not find a pajama shirt last night that was comfortable. I had to borrow my husband's, and I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. I never would have showed myself off like this before. I hope you guys can see me. And I think it's because I was so embarrassed of looking big after I started losing weight. But it's so funny because the fact of the matter is, there's a starting point, right? For all of us, there's a starting point. And right now, this is my starting point. I got a little bit of a gut, got some major hips. I have to wear my husband's shirts to bed to be comfortable. Got a lot of loose skin I'm dealing with, but loose skin's not going to go away until I surgically remove it. I don't care what anyone has to say. I have gone through this before. And the reason why I have so much loose skin is because of the fact that I lost 140 pounds and I kept it off for like 2.5 years. And all I ever gained back was like 20, 25 pounds. So I have some knowledge about my body and what it can and can't do. And the skin is not going to go away. It does get better. It does get better with working out. It does look nicer, lays flatter, which is always great. But if I want to get rid of what they call the apron, which is the excess amount of skin on my stomach, I am going to have surgery, which I really went back and forth on for a long time. And I'm really glad I did because the fact of the matter is, by putting it off, I allowed myself to really ensure that I would stay at my goal weight. And while I did, for the most part, I did put on those 20 pounds. And by doing that, I could have absolutely stretched my skin. So I'm, you know, I guess happy that I haven't done it yet, because even though it's been a long time since I lost the majority of my weight, I know once I lose it this time, that I can challenge myself to keep it off, so I can go ahead and have skin surgery almost immediately after losing the weight. And it won't be like before. I'll trust myself a little bit more now, because I don't know. I'm one of those people. I don't want to get skin surgery until I know I've lost the weight and kept it off, because I don't want to stretch it back out, which is difficult right now, because John and I talk a little bit about having a baby here and there, and obviously having a baby is going to make my skin stretch, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, which we better get to it soon, because I'm 35 years old. But that's another thing, right? Being healthy can help us to have kids later in life. It can help us to stay, youthful longer. So if we do have those kids later, we can keep up with them. And it always goes back to confidence for me. I would never have made a video looking like this for anybody, but now I know the part of the community that I know the community I'm a part of is compassionate, empathetic, understanding. And honestly, most people who are trying to lose weight want to see the people they look up to and admire in their natural form. And this is me. This is me when I wake up. I've got black eyes from makeup the night before. I got to do my face. I've got to put on an outfit. And all of this is to feel good in my own skin. A lot of times I think people think once we've lost weight, or gotten down to a smaller size, that we're comfortable automatically. It's not true. A lot of people tell me all the time, oh, you lost so much weight. You look good still. Don't worry about it. But I know that gaining the 20 pounds back made me look very different than I did before. And although I know I look good, and I do, once I get all ready, I look good. It's more of how I feel and how I look to myself, right? So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I'm just going to let you know, chill on the chores, have a good time. Don't worry about your weight today, as far as the number goes. Just worry about changing up some habits. If you had a fun Saturday night like I did, we don't want to repeat it on Sunday. We want to spread our really fun, exciting days out, so that way we could really try to keep up with our WW plan, or whatever plan you're on. I will talk to you all soon.